Hello, it is our final day, our day 10 of our Butts and Guts challenge, and today I just wanted to give you a little bit of advice if you're like me and face analysis paralysis when it comes to really, well, anything in life, but specifically your workouts, because a lot of times I've gotten a few questions, in fact, about this particular challenge, like with all of these different Butts and Guts moves, you'll have over 20 after today, 10 butts moves, 10 guts moves. And how do you choose? How to weave these into your workout, right? Well, what I would recommend really for anything, and this is so hard for me to implement, but once I do it, it makes such a big difference, is to choose your path and choose it for an extended amount of time, maybe 10 days, maybe 30 days, and then stick to it. Because there's so much freedom that comes with just deciding you're gonna do something and running with it. So if you were looking to implement the moves that we've been doing, and I'll give you the link so that you can see all 20 moves together, all 10 days together. But what I would do is decide that you're gonna put these into your workouts. So if you want to put them into your next 10 workouts, just do it, and then see how you feel, and see if you want to continue kind of building upon that as you feel differences, as if you want to, let's say, enhance the intensity, or maybe back off a little bit and allow room for stretch days. But if you want to know, have an exact plan laid out for you and how to implement this, I'll tell you the link at the end where you can have all the challenge exercises lined up for you. It's completely free. It's just something I put together to make going through this challenge a little bit easier. So, ending the challenge with our final butts and our final guts exercises, what I wanted to share with you today is something a little bit more complex, only because, if you've stuck with me this long, if you've stuck with these exercises this long, I totally think you can handle these final two exercises. And I thought it would just be it would be fun to try something slightly different. You've gone through such a range of exercises and a range of kind of yoga flows, a little bit of kickboxing we worked in there, and now you know the why and the what and the how behind everything. So why not throw in a little bit of fun? And it really depends on what your definition of fun is, but we'll see what you think. I'd love to know what you think, by the way. So let's start with your butts exercise. So we're going to weave together it's 4 movements, but they're kind of 2 phases. So one is a curtsy lunge, knee over the ankle. We've done this a little bit so far. Weights in the glute, and you're going to stay really upright. And just from here, you bring the knee to the chest, because we know when you do that, when you flex the hips, you'll feel working abdominals here. So curtsy lunge, knee up. This is phase 1 of the movement. Curtsy lunge, knee up. Now, I'll just show you from the side. Curtsy lunge, knee up. Phase 2 is to kick that leg back, extending all the way out, and then you stand back up. So again, from that knee up, you just kick the leg back, straight leg, and coming up. So when you do this part, you're extending the hip, that kick back. So you'll feel this in your glutes and in your hamstring, and you're getting tons of hamstring here along with the glute. So hamstring is the back of the thigh, and where the glute and hamstring connect, that's how you create kind of that tush lift. You know what I'm talking about, right? So phase 1 is curtsy lunge, knee up. Phase 2, kick back and stand up. Curtsy lunge, knee up, kick back and stand up. Now, if we were working together, if we were doing personal training, I would also recommend postural work, back work, strengthening the back. So if you want to weave that into this one, all you have to do is that curtsy lunge, then bring the elbows back. If you pin the elbows back as you hinge forward, you're going to have a nice long line from your head to your heel, and stand up. So again, last time, knee up, kick back, and up. I'd start with 10 on one leg, see how you feel, and go to 20 if you can. Okay, so your abdominal exercise now, your guts. If you like shoulder work, you might love this one. If you hate shoulder work, it's an opportunity to mentally work through a challenge, So we're going to come into a forearm plank, and then we rise up to what we call dolphin in yoga. So the hips are high, we tuck the chin, press the heels back, and come back. So again, this is phase 1, just pressing back. And as
you do this, you want to tuck the low belly in to the spine. Phase 2 is we drop the knees and press back. So hips up, knees down. Hips up, knees down. Now, when you drop, the secret to this is when you drop the knees down, you want to do a little hip tilt, because if you do that hip tilt, you'll feel extra strength in that lower part of the abdominals. And like we talked about before, when you do the crunches, lots of crunches, you feel the abdominal strength up here. And if we're trying to create, it depends on what your goals are, but if you're working towards that 6-pack, it's much easier to start to see like your 2-pack up here, because we carry more fat, more fluff, more bloat really in our lower abdominals. So if you want to start creating more strength, the abdominals are all one muscle group, but to originate more strength from the lower part, tucking your hips when you do that knee tuck will help you get there. So I hope that you found this helpful. Happy day 10.